Hey, everybody, this is Advocate Lucinda, your empowerment lawyer. You know, I get a lot of messages about judges. In fact, I have done a number of videos about judges and their duties and their wrongs. I've also talked about their rights. I've acknowledged the right things that judges have done. And today I want to give you insight on how judges think and what judges think about the pro se. So let's get started. I was reading an article from the National Judicial College, and the National Judicial College is an educational institute. It's where the judges go to get information, to get enlightened, and to get educated. And each month, the institute conducts an informal poll on legal issues. And in this poll, the institute asked 567 judges this question: how would you rate your level of comfort in dealing with self represented litigants? Now, hold on to your seatbelts because this one is going to take you for a ride. Of the 567 judges that were polled, 86% were comfortable with the pro se, 39% entirely comfortable, 47% mostly comfortable. I bet you did not expect that, did you? Of the 14% not comfortable, 12% not very comfortable, 2.5% uncomfortable. Now keep in mind, these judges were polled from all over the country. So let's hear what the judges had to say. Some judges spoke anonymously while others disclosed their identity. Here we go. Judges said one of the challenges of dealing with self represented litigants is wanting to help the person who has put himself or herself at a disadvantage to an experienced prosecutor or other opposing party who has professional legal representation, but they can't help. Anonymous judge said, most are normal people that just found something, usually on the internet, that could be advantageous to them and are disappointed when it doesn't work as they hoped. But some become angry or aggressive, which can put bailiffs and other litigants in danger. We rarely know until well into an evidentiary hearing which kind of person we have. Another judge, who remained anonymous, said judges mention the difficulty of dealing with people who have mental or behavioral health issues. Another judge spoke about a category of concern where so called sovereign citizens who believe that the courts have no authority over them. Senior Judge Kitty Child from El Paso, Texas, stated this: I've learned to treat them like I do all persons in my courtroom, with respect. She says she is patient, but will admonish them if they begin interrupting or talking over her or anybody else in the courtroom. She says she explains that neither she nor her staff can provide any legal advice or assistance. She says these practices usually work. She went on to state, though, I do have to admit that I filed criminal charges against a pro se who threatened to blow my head off with his gun. Now, Judge Child sounds like an 86 percenter, don't you think? She sounds like she's very comfortable with the pro se. And that's encouraging news. Alabama Judge Brent Craig, who also said he's entirely comfortable. I am used to them. They are on most all of my dockets. Another equally comfortable judge, Maria Pastor, a child support magistrate judge in Minnesota, stated 90% of those appearing in front of me are pro se. Matt Bertani, associate circuit court judge in Will County, Illinois, also sounds like an 86 percenter, stating one can get comfortable dealing with self represented litigants if you just figure out that they want and deserve to be heard. Exercise patience to allow that. Provide them with cases for common issues that might explain why you can or cannot do that which they desire. Another judge who chose to be anonymous stated, it is often hard to decide how much to intervene, whether to help the proceedings along or to assist the person or to prevent them from doing something that will hurt the party's case. Judge Robert Wyatt of the 144th Judicial District Court in Calcasieu Parish, Louisiana, stated this. It always adds another layer of concern for the court. I naturally tend to be cautious that opposing counsel doesn't take advantage of the situation. Thankfully, that hasn't rarely occurred in my court. And that these litigants don't sabotage their own cases. Some judges mention that their court provides information to self-represented litigants to help them make an informed decision about going it alone. And that's good. In fact, every jurisdiction has a pro se handbook. And I did a video some time ago on the pro se handbook and how one could get access to it. And I'll leave a link for that video should you want to review it. Now, if I recall, it was for federal court, but this is also applicable to local courts, state courts. You know, there's an old credit card commercial. It says, don't leave home without it. Pro se. Don't litigate without the pro se handbook.